Greetings, and perhaps you're there and you've been thinking of, I want to become an entrepreneur, and because you've been listening to maybe public speeches, or maybe your friends have been telling you this, or maybe you just want to change your life because you've been stuck in employment for quite a very long time, and you're wondering, how do I start? And maybe your biggest worry is, I don't have enough capital, maybe the resources, I don't have support. Because many times when people think about entrepreneurship, they think that it's just about starting any business. No, entrepreneurship is more than just starting a small business somewhere. Okay, so today I want to give you some 5, major qualities of entrepreneurs that if you really are seeking to become one, then it is a must, okay, that you develop these 5 qualities. Without them, forget about the idea of becoming an entrepreneur. Number 1 is about your mindset. Okay, the entrepreneurs are solution seekers. So whenever they're faced with a problem, whether it is an economic challenge, maybe personal problems, they see it as an opportunity. So what do? They're going to find a solution, and they're going to sell this solution in the form of a business and to other people. This is what entrepreneurs do. I'll give you an example. During the COVID-19, when everybody was complaining about, lockdowns and what's government going to do, some people saw an opportunity. So some said, well, let's do some vaccines. So they went up and set up some industries to manufacture vaccines. Others said, well, we cannot do our businesses physically, but I think we can do them on, online. So they went up and set, some e-commerce businesses. While others said, well, people need masks, hospitals need kits. They went in and started to do those kind of businesses. Those are entrepreneurs. They are solution seekers. So first of all, what you need to do is to have a solution seeking mindset. Whenever you see a challenge, do not see it as a problem. See it as an opportunity. So that instead of you starting to complain and giving excuses, you must be quick to look for a solution out of that situation. That is how entrepreneurs think. They think about solutions. And number 2 is you have to develop financial literacy. Financial literacy means that you need to understand what an asset is, what a liability is. Because in most of our education system, if you're a business student, you've been told that an asset is anything that you own. That you say you can take a loan and buy a personal car, you can take a mortgage, and we still call these assets. In fact, they tell you that anything you own is an asset, but that's not entirely true. An asset really must be an income stream. So you must keep on developing multiple streams of income. That way you're able to set up, at different places you can expect money from. Do not just depend on your job if you're employed. Maybe a small business, if you're running a small business, you have to seek on how can I create other multiple income streams. And think of it, even today, let's say if you were to Google online and see what, let's say, Warren Buffett is doing, or what Bill Gates is doing, or what Elon Musk are doing. These guys are already billionaires, but because they understand the need for acquiring multiple assets, multiple income streams, they are not always trying to find another opportunity they can tap into, to make an income. All right. So this is what entrepreneurs do. So you must be financially literate. All right. So financial literacy, that you must understand. All right. And number 3 is about your decision-making abilities. So are you somebody who is quick in making decisions, or are you slow in making decisions? Are you a procrastinator, or are you quick in making decisions? Because one of the most difficult, things that is preventing us from, becoming entrepreneurs, if you're seeking to become one, is to make that decision. And you see, you can only make a good decision with, a good understanding. And so for you to make a good decision, first of all, you have to have a willingness to learn and educate yourself. You have to have that level of understanding of, the kind of environment you're getting into. So your ability to learn, your ability to educate yourself, that has to come in play, to guide your decision-making abilities. Number 3 quality you need to develop is good decision-making abilities. And that can only come in, when you have the willingness to learn and educate yourself. So number 4 is about your risk-taking abilities. Okay, So how do you behave in front of a risk? Are you always getting frightened, maybe scared, or maybe afraid because somebody said you must take a risk? I mean, nobody became successful without taking a risk, right? Because of taking a risk, now we can communicate over online media. Because of taking a risk, people can now drive from point A to B. Because of somebody taking a risk, we can now communicate on mobile phones and whatever places miles away. You can always communicate and send photos and messages. That is because somebody took a risk. Okay. So, do you think that you can become financially free without taking a risk? Possible. So, number three, you must be able to take risks in life, but you also have to be able to know how to handle those risks, because not every risk is a good risk. So know which kind of risks you need to tap into, and then you can be able to manage them, when you get them. All right. And last but not least is about your attitude, right? So your attitude towards money, attitude towards businesses, attitude towards people. Okay. And when I talk about attitude, I'm talking about some personality qualities. Now, for example, patience. If somebody is patient, because you have to take some journey. The things you want to achieve haven't been attained by your closest people, not your relatives and not your friends. And nobody is financially free. Okay, and that is why what the kind of journey you're taking, that not people close to you are taking it. So do you think that you can get there just like that, maybe overnight? It doesn't work like that. You have to put in time, commitment. Okay. Now talk about attitudes. Also speak about your discipline. Are you disciplined enough in managing your own time? Okay, and basically following the guidance and support you're going to be getting from those who are going to support you, because you can't succeed in entrepreneurship without having mentorship. Okay, without people guiding and coaching you in that journey. So you have to be disciplined anyway. Respect, okay, and also has to come in play. When it comes to attitude. Okay, these are the 5 qualities I wanted to mention to you today, and I know there might be more, but these are the 5 major qualities that every entrepreneur has demonstrated, and the reason why you can see they're existing today. So are you really ready to learn about them and practice them? So if you're wondering, where can I get this guidance, where can I get this support, because I really want to be one, okay, and you're wondering where to start from, please leave a comment in the comment section, and we shall surely get in touch and guide you on the right places to focus on. So thank you for listening, and please do not forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and see you again on another forum. Take care.